name's Kerry and I'm going to be your teacher this evening. The class that you're going to be watching are at the moment studying our Unit 8, which is near the Cambridge PET level for examinations. They started off with us 3 months ago, and at that point they were studying our Unit 5. They're a very good class. Lessons move at quite a quick pace. Usually there are 5 of them, all in their 20s or early 30s, 2 of which are postgraduate students. The part of the lesson that you're going to see now is the revision part of the lesson, and the 2 sections that will be covered are this section here, which is throat, cold, sneeze, cough, flu, influenza, the verb to catch cold, to catch the flu, and also there are 3 of us, there are 2 of us. This is quite a difficult section for students to understand, but it's a very important and useful thing to know. As you can see, there are a lot of questions in the book for these sections, but I won't be using all of them. The use of the questions is generally quite spontaneous, depending on the way the lessons go and how familiar you are with the material, and also how familiar you are with the students. The selection of questions usually comes quite spontaneously. This is the 3rd time the students are going through this section. It was introduced as new work 2 lessons ago. Okay, happy viewing. Feli, show me where your neck is.
My neck is here.
Yeah, and where is your throat?
My throat is here.
Perfect. Does anyone here have a cough?
No, I had cough, but I had it in February.
Okay. What shouldn't you do if you have a cough?
I shouldn't do, if I have a cough, I shouldn't do...
I shouldn't?
You shouldn't do to drink something hot.
Okay, you shouldn't drink something.
Something hot, cold, or you shouldn't smoke a cigarette.
Absolutely, you shouldn't smoke cigarettes.
Cigarettes?
Any other suggestions?
Or go out without a scarf or a cap.
In winter, a cap?
No, hat.
Yeah, absolutely, a hat. How long does a cold usually last, Feli?
Cold usually lasts 5 days.
Okay. Last or lasts?
Lasts.
Yeah, cold usually lasts 5 days. Martina, do colds last as long as flu?
No, cold doesn't last as long as flu.
Perfect. Okay, guys, moving on. How many of you are there on this English course?
Today there are 4 of us.
4 of you. And when you started, how many of you were there?
When we started, there were all of us.
All of you, yeah, absolutely. How many people, or how many of you are there in your family?
In my family, there are 5 people.
Okay, 5 people or?
5 of us.
Perfect. Who?
I make a mistake. There are 4 of us.
Okay, that's fine, no problem. Okay, that's fine, there are 4 of you. Who?
My wife.
Yeah.
And 2 children.
And?
And me.
Of course, yeah. And what about in Martina's family?
How many of you are there in your family, Martina?
In my family there are 6 of us. I have a sister, 2 brothers, my mother, my father, and there is me.
Perfect. So, the next part you're going to be watching is later on in the same lesson. This part of the lesson will be when I introduce new work. Words the students haven't studied before and will become part of the revision of the next lesson. The words I'll be introducing are may and might as modal verbs. As you can see in the book, there are a lot of examples and a lot of dialogues that can be used, but you will very seldom need to use all of them, especially with a class like this, who pick things up quite quickly. I definitely think 1 or 2 examples will be enough. You'll see, like in the revision, that all books remain closed. It's absolutely necessary to maintain eye contact so I can judge their understanding of what I'm saying, and I need them to be listening carefully. Okay guys, let's start with some new work. Right, we have the words may and might. You already know how to use the word may for certain situations, like when we ask permission.
Yes, for example, may I pick the pen? Please.
May I have a pen?
May I have
Take a pen.
Or may I take the car?
Yeah.
May I open the window?
Absolutely, perfect. Okay. In this section, may is a bit different, and we use it in the same way as we use the word might. They are modals. We use them as modal verbs. For example, okay, can I have some examples of other modal verbs?
should.
Could.
Absolutely, could, should, will, exactly. Now, when we use the words may and might, we use them to express the idea of possibility. Usually we use them instead of using maybe or perhaps. For example, let's see. Okay, I'll give you a dialogue between Steve and John. Okay, John gives 2 different answers, but these 2 different answers mean the same thing. Okay, Steve. Do you know where the charger for my phone is? And John says, maybe Paul has it. Or, Paul may have it. So, maybe Paul has it and Paul may have it are the same thing. And we could also say Paul might have it. It's the same. Okay, I'll give you another example. Anne and John. John, do you know where Sue is? Have a look in the photocopier room. Perhaps she's in there. Or, have a look in the photocopy room. She
Might be.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, let's try some questions. Okay, Emanuela is absent today. Where is she?
Well, she might be at work.
Yeah? Or
She might be at a party.
absolutely. Okay. Rachele, what are you doing this evening?
This evening, I might go to a dinner with some of us.
Perfect. Feli, you have a bike, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Would you leave your bike unlocked?
No, I don't leave my car unlocked, my bike unlocked,
Why not?
because someone might take it away.
Good. Take it away, or what's the verb? If someone was to take your bicycle away.
Stole.
Stole is the past.
Steal.
So someone might.
Might steal it.
Perfect. Absolutely.